Welcome to the Daily Mix. I'm Angela Sharp, and yeah, I've been banished back to my house again for another home edition. But I'm glad to have you here with me because at least that keeps me busy and entertained. You guys, I have a great show for you coming up. So more things are open that I'm going to tell you all about and what you can do. Also, we've got a lot of opportunities to volunteer. You know, volunteering is so important all the time. But if you happen to have some free time, maybe now's the time that you can volunteer your time, energy, efforts, or money to kind of help those who are in need. So hopefully there'll be something here for you to do either with your family or alone. But I do have to start the show with some bad news. I'm really sad about this, you guys. Today it was announced that the Great Forest Park Balloon Race, my favorite event from St. Louis at all time, has also been canceled. I know. I probably figured it was going to happen just because so many people come out and, you know, they have to protect themselves, they have to try to protect people. I get it. I'm just really disappointed. You know, last year the balloons didn't go up. I was supposed to ride one of those, but they didn't go up due to weather. This year, they're obviously not going up due to COVID. I'm just really disappointed. You know, that's an event that I went to ever since I was a tiny little kid. My grandma, my grandpa, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, we would all go sit across the street, watch the balloons go up, and then my dad did this before it was trendy, I'll tell you. He chased the balloons and we would help one land. And as time went on, you know, people stopped coming with us for various reasons. And the last, I'll say 10 years, it's just been me and my dad chasing the balloons. So now it's like that wonderful memory I have with my dad of chasing the balloons, and I'm really disappointed that it is canceled. I mean, trust me, I know people have a lot worse issues than what they're gonna do and what's canceled, but it's a selfish thought, but I realize it's selfish and rude, but I'm disappointed in it. Now, they are gonna be doing something kind of nice. They're gonna be kind of separating some balloons out, maybe a couple here and a couple there during that week, and sending up essential workers and other people fighting for change. So that's a nice gesture, but it won't be the same. But I will keep you informed on that. That won't happen until mid-September. So keep looking at the Daily Mix, and I will make sure I keep you up to date with what's going on with that. Just thought I'd let you know, if you're one of those people like me who marks it on their calendar the first of the year, Great Forest Park Balloon Race. Now, like I said, I got a great show for you coming up, a lot of great things you can do. Plus, we have a St. Louis developer. He's developed this app to kind of keep you informed of what's going on in your neighborhood. Real-time events. Is there a traffic problem? Is there a crime problem? What's going on? He's going to keep you up to date on that. Plus, he's a St. Louis guy, so we're going to talk to him later on in the show. We might as well get started. Let's get started on today's Daily Mix. Big Brothers Big Sisters of Eastern Missouri is looking for a few good men with its Show Up for Youth campaign. They're looking to sign up over 300 volunteers, with at least half of those being male. The agency is especially in need of black male volunteers to match with the large number of boys on their waiting list. They're also recruiting spouses and families to volunteer as big couples and big families. Black boys between the ages of 5 and 17 make up to 80% of the youth waiting for a match. Mentoring relationships with males of the same race can make a huge impact with benefits for both the littles and the bigs. Show Up for Youth is going on now through the end of the year. You can sign up to be a big at bbsemo.org. In April, St. Louis Area Food Bank set a goal to distribute 10 million meals throughout the region by the end of June. Well, not only did they meet that goal, but they surpassed it by a lot. Through their network of community partners in Missouri and Illinois, they have distributed well over 16 million meals since mid-March as part of their COVID-19 relief efforts. Love to see them doing some good work. And as long as there's a need, they will continue to work. To find out how you can give and help throughout the St. Louis area, check out St. Louis Area Food Bank, follow them on social media, or visit stlfoodbank.org. Well, finally, baseball is almost back. Yeah, I know, it's not going to be quite the same home opener that we're used to in St. Louis. I think I've told this story before, but when I went to Tampa, I was like, oh, home opener, awesome. Like, what time does everything start outside? And they were like, no, St. Louis, that's not how it is everywhere. I had no idea how blessed we were, but this year is going to be super different. There's not going to be anything going on outside, nothing of that kind of nature, but it will be nice to see some baseball on our TVs again. I'm pretty excited about that. Now, there's going to be a 60-game season starting on July 24th against the Pirates. You can check out the schedule at cardinals.com. And hey, can I get a Let's Go Cards? Now, while Cardinals fans won't be filling the stands during the homestand, those seats aren't going to stay empty for long. Next week, St. Louis Public Schools class of 2020 will become the first ever class to hold a graduation ceremony at Busch Stadium. And on top of all that, their commencement speaker will be none other than St. Louis native, comedian, and actor Cedric the Entertainer. I think 2020 turned out pretty well for those graduates. Now, the event is set for July 30th. Now, if you're a student or a guest who will be attending the ceremony, you're going to want to check out slps.org/grad2020 for all the details. The event will be live streamed for those who can't attend in person. I love that we're doing something nice for those graduates of 2020. You know, the end of their school year got totally blown out of water with COVID. So it's nice that not only do they get to graduate at Busch Stadium, but having Cedric there. I mean, that is going to be a story they'll probably tell for the rest of their lives. You guys know I had such a great time taking the show to the St. Louis Zoo earlier this month. If you saw it, then you know how much I love elephants. My mom loved them. I love them. My sister loves them. We told you about Arani and how she was expecting and due to give birth this summer. Well, guess what? It's a boy. Arani gave birth to a male Asian elephant calf on Monday, July 6th. The yet-to-be-named baby boy is Raj's first son and only the second male elephant ever born at the zoo. Both mom and baby are doing well and bonding in private. A public debut has not yet been scheduled, so you can check out with updates on Rani and learn more about the zoo's elephant family at stlzoo.org/elephants. I had a really great time the last few weeks taking the show on the road to show and visit some of our favorite spots as they reopen. And even though I'm banished back to my house, I am happy to report a lot more attractions are continuing to reopen. The International Photography Hall of Fame and Museum reopened its doors to the public with a special exhibit. Masterworks Highlights from the IPHF collection celebrates the museum's 55th anniversary and features iconic images from more than 50 artists. The IPHF is currently open Wednesday through Saturday from 11 to 4. To learn more about their new safety procedures and of course to plan your next visit, you can follow them on Facebook and Twitter or visit iphf.org. The Contemporary Art Museum has also reopened to the public. The museum will be open Thursday through Sunday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. with evening hours on Fridays from 5 to 8. They also have a special access for visitors with health risk on Wednesdays from 10 a.m. till noon. That's really nice. All 4 of their current exhibitions will remain to be viewed through August 23rd. You can follow them on social media or visit kmstl.org to learn more. Now, in just a couple of minutes, I'm going to be joined by my guest, Edward Thornton. He's developed a new social media app that you're definitely going to want to learn more about. But first, let's learn more about CSTL, a new community tours initiative by the Missouri Historical Society. This is so cool. Check this out.
Look at St. Louis. What do you see? Do you see the arch? The mighty Mississippi flowing past the city's front door? Well, look beyond that. Look for the history hiding in plain sight. We see St. Louis differently. We offer new views of one of the nation's oldest cities. CSTL Tours by the Missouri Historical Society invites you to see an entirely different side of St. Louis, hear new stories, and interact with St. Louis history in unexpected and sometimes odd ways. The tours are fresh and unscripted, and no 2 CSTL tours are ever the same. Dive deep into the stories of individual neighborhoods. Discover St. Louis's drool-worthy architecture. Stroll through streets where the 19th century feels just around the corner. Old city, new views. See St. Louis differently with CSTL Tours.
You're definitely going to want to check out CSTL. And something else you want to check out, I kind of teased him at the top of the show. We have Edward Thornton up here. He has done this great innovation app called Loop. Now, Edward, you're gonna have to clue us all in here. Yeah, that's the logo. That's what it looks like. Now, I know there's a lot of social media things that we're used to on this. You know, adding friends, deleting friends, messaging friends, but that's not the purpose of this app. What is the purpose of this app?
Well, the purpose of the app is to be sort of like a community policing thing that people can go to for social purposes, like, you know, like as you said, greeting friends and adding friends, but also they can use it as also a safety mechanism to keep a surveillance on, or not keep a surveillance, but keep track of what's going on in their communities, and they can be aware of what's their surroundings.
So when someone goes onto the app, and let's say they see something happening, how does this work for them?
Okay, so on the app, how they can do it, it's a lot of different ways they can do it, but one of the ways they can do it is they can post the events that's going on in their neighborhood. So when they first log on to Loop, what happens is a map shows up. And as we begin to build our user base, that map will populate with events and things that are happening in the neighborhood. So as people, you know, get out and they can just kind of see real minute by minute, second by second of what's actually occurring.
Now, why did you want to develop such an app?
Well, I wanted to develop it because I felt that there wasn't anything made specifically for my community, and I took the initiative to be the first one to develop software specifically to post the occurrences of what's going on in their neighborhood. Also use it as a social media app, but in mind that it's been a big problem: police brutality, black on black crime, a lot of different things happening in the neighborhood, and no one actually specifically addressed it. So I took the initiative to do it myself.
I love that. Now, do you think, because I heard you on a different program say that a lot of times maybe things don't get reported, do you think that this app is going to help at least keep those people informed in that neighborhood about what's going on?
Definitely. I mean, the implications of Loop are like limitless. I look at it like I was driving the other day and there was an obstruction in the road, and you know, people driving, I believe maybe someone crashed, but if Loop had the user base where I see it going in the future, then they would have instantly known about the obstruction and been able to avoid it, and everyone would just know instantly about it. So the real-time usage, and as we grow the user base, the implications of Loop are like great.
I love that so much. Now, where do you see this going? Where do you see it going in the next year to 5 years?
Thanks for the question. That's a very great question. And I really see it going, I look at it like this. My futuristic goal of Loop is that in a while, you know, everything is online anyway. Like people put that everything online. So it's just going to be a matter of time before having an app where people see everything that's going on in their neighborhood is completely normal. So I'm just happy that Loop and me and St. Louis is actually stepping in the forefront of that to be the pioneers of that entire, what I like to call, peer-to-peer policing software.
Wow. And now, you know, we're going to have to tell everybody how they can sign up and join Loop. How can someone, be a part of it?
Thank you. Well, the way you join Loop is a lot of simple ways. Right now, we're working on getting the top hit in the App Store. So right now, people searching for Loop, you have to type in Loop by Street Jeans to get the actual hit. But soon, if we keep searching and keep making Loop as big as we can, then we'll be the first top hit. And then you can only type Loop and you'll be in. But right now, type Loop by Street Jeans, or you can go on the website directly at www.streetgenius.net/Loop, and you can find out more information. Look up Street Genius _ on any social media platforms, and we're there.
That is great. Now we have to talk about these glasses. You've been turning on and off lights here while I've been talking to you. What is up with these?
Okay, thank you for asking. These glasses are actually called the Gleazy 581Cs. They're smart glasses, and they allow users to record what's going on. You can videotape, you can make calls on it. I actually use it as an MP3 player. I'm actually doing an interview on my Gleazy glasses, so
Wow, you can do everything on these glasses.
Yeah, pretty much. And you know, just wearing them, they're actually really cool too. So that's another.
So you're recording on those glasses, so it's kind of like a GoPro but built into your spyware, basically.
It's like a GoPro, but it's also useful for things like as far as community policing. Like a lot of people, like think about this. A lot of people, they say, okay, I have a problem here, I have a problem there. They want to take out their phone so quick, but with the smart glasses, Bleezy 581C, you press a button. With one touch of a button, you're now recording. You still have your phone and make a call if you need to.
And you sell these?
Yeah, I sell them on my website.
All right, well, we're going to need to know about that then, too. How do we get there?
So you can go on my website, www.streetgenius.net, and search Red Leopard Electronics, and these will pop up. They're the #1 selling glasses, and I've actually, they're just really cool. They're like the #1 selling glasses.
I love that. There's a lot of smart things going on with you, Edward. We appreciate that so much. And people can definitely check out Loop. And if they want to get the glasses, they can do that too. Edward, thank you so much for joining me here today.
And I want to thank you. I wanted to thank you for giving me the interview, and I want to thank all of your viewers for watching. And I want to say just thank you all for enjoying the show and allowing me to come on.
Well, thank you so much, Edward. You guys make sure you check out Loop. You can check out the glasses as well. You can also follow us, STL TV, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can drop us a line at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for the mix, but keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis.